Hey y'all, it's Betsy, and today I figured we would talk about some of my favorite things. This is a way to get to know me a little bit better and to understand the things that I absolutely love and adore. Now, number one, my favorite thing is my kids and my family. My husband, my kids, they are my absolute favorite thing in the world. I love spending time with them. I have a great family. Sometimes they drive me crazy, but I wouldn't trade them for the world. And that includes my in-laws too. If you've ever met my mother and father-in-law, you'll understand what I mean. They are the absolute best people in the world. And like my sister-in-law, Jamie, and my brother-in-law, Mike, is and just all around wonderful, fantastic people. Number two on my list is my pets, especially my Stevens. I love all my doggies, but and you try not to play favorites with your kids, but I play favorites with my dogs. This is my baby. She hangs out with me up here at work because she has epilepsy, but you could not ask for a more chill, just the best behaved dog. We rescued her. And she is just the sweetest little lapdog. She doesn't get obsessive about licking or anything like that. She doesn't have a whole lot of quirks. She is so chill, she's almost lethargic in a way. We joke about that. But she is just the best dog in the world. And she's getting up there in age, and that scares me because I don't know how I'll react if something happens to her, because this has been my buddy for the past 10 years. She is my little sidekick. Okay, so number three is Disney. I love Disney, all things Disney. I love going to Disney World. We're going to Disneyland next month. I love going to see Disney movies. I own just about everything on Blu-ray. I have all kinds of Disney collectibles. I like to wear Mickey and Minnie Mouse ears. I like Disney clothing. Anything and everything Disney. That is the kid in me coming out. It makes me happy. I can act like a kid when I'm there. It just brings joy. And it doesn't matter what it is. If I go see a Disney movie, which the last one we went and saw was Dumbo, which if you have not seen that, it is absolutely amazing. I love the way that they changed it, which Dumbo was always one of my favorites. I love the story of adversity, but the new one just, oh, it got me in the feels. Number four. Makeup. I am absolutely obsessed with makeup. That's why I do makeup stuff on here. Eyeshadow palettes are like my kryptonite. I want to own them all, which is sad, but I have such a huge collection, and I buy and I give away and I buy and I give away. And I have like favorites, things that I absolutely adore. My favorite eyeshadow palette of the moment is the Melt Gemini eyeshadow palette. It is so stunningly gorgeous, but that's just like, I would own them all if I had unlimited space. So that's another thing that I absolutely adore. Number four, clothes, shoes, jewelry, purses. I am a hoarder when it comes to clothing and shoes and jewelry. My shoe collection is astronomical. Well, probably it's not that bad. I think I may have 100 pairs of shoes, which is a lot for one person. I wear a lot of tennis shoes. I fell a few years ago, so wearing regular heels hurts my ankle a whole lot. So I wear a lot of tennis shoes, and if I'm going to wear a heel, typically it's going to be a wedge. But I have lots of shoes kind of like that. So I have lots of colors in those, like Converse and Vans and things like that, because things have to match. Purses, I have a lot of purses, and I have a lot of Disney purses. My husband and my kids are absolutely fantastic about getting those for birthdays and Christmas. So I probably have a collection of 20 or so bags. But bags are on the more expensive side, so I typically only get things that I absolutely love. Because, you know, I can get a pair of tennis shoes for 20 bucks. To me, it's not like life or death, but spending a few $100s on a bag, you know, I want to make sure it's something I absolutely adore before I'm like, yeah, you could get me that. And bags is one of those few things that I don't own a lot of inexpensive ones. I don't have like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and stuff like that. Though at some point I want one. Just because it's that status symbol in my mind of I made it. And it's not that I couldn't purchase one now, it's just I can't at this point in my life stomach spending $2,000 on a bag. But I love bags. I have Doonies, the Disney Doonies, I have Disney Coach, I have Disney Kate Spade, I have a few Michael Kors, a few plain Kate Spade, and a few plain Coach. But to me, I would rather have good money spent on a bag so they last for years. My bag collection that I have has grown over the years. It's not something that like I was like, oh, we're gonna start with so many. No, the ones that I have taken all the years of marriage to my husband to be able to get to. And he likes to spoil me because we have gotten to that point where we can afford a little bit more. It's like my kryptonite is that kind of stuff. He is obsessed with video games and electronics, so I get him all that kind of stuff. Like we have every game system, it seems like, known to man, and whenever something new comes out, we get it. Jewelry, absolutely obsessed with jewelry. Hermes bracelets, you'll see me wear these all the time. I get them from Baubles and Bliss. I have them linked in the description box. That is my absolute favorite boutique locally. I go there all the time. A lot of the times if you see me in a shirt or something like this that I didn't make myself, it came from there. And this is a screen printed shirt. They are sold out, but it is a cute Easter shirt and their stuff goes pretty quickly. I have an affiliate code with them. You don't have to purchase off of it. You don't have to purchase from them at all, but I adore them. I know the owners really well. And when you purchase off the affiliate code, it just makes it a little bit easier for me to buy more of the things that I love. But if you're not familiar with the Hermes bracelets, they are beaded, sometimes leather. They use the druzy stones. They're just super duper cute and they have tons of colors. And it's a fun accessory because typically I wear that, I wear my wedding ring, my Apple Watch. I do have several bands and covers for it so that way I can change it with outfits. I wear a few different necklaces, but I don't really change that out a lot. And earrings, unless they're like the leather dangles, I can't wear heavy earrings. So I don't have a large collection of that. And I have a few pieces that my husband has spent good money on that I wear all the time because my husband spent so much money on it. Kind of like with my Pandora stuff, I have a lot of the Disney Pandora. But as I said, clothes, shoes, bags, absolute love. I have a huge collection. I go through a lot, but most of the time I don't spend a lot of money on it because especially like with clothes and stuff like that, I cycle through because I try to keep up with trends because we're making things all the time on my other channel. And sometimes I just don't want to make it. I want to go buy it. That's where Baubles and Bliss come in, and Target. I love Target. Target's one of my favorites. Let's see, so that is number 4. Number 5 is we love to go to the movies. One of the few things that we do as a family that all 5 of us and my mother and father-in-law, so that makes 7, love to do as a group, and we typically go on Sundays, is we go see movies. And we go at least 3 times a month on most months, sometimes every weekend. Kind of depends on what comes out. Like we have seen lately, we went and saw Shazam Sunday, which is so good. It was probably one of the best DC movies other than Wonder Woman and Aquaman that I've seen. They are getting better. We went and saw Pet Sematary. which was different, which I love Stephen King. It just was kind of, we went and saw Us, we went and saw Dumbo. I mean, so as you can see, we go to the movies quite a bit, and I am a big horror movie buff as well as Disney. So and we like comic book movies, so you can kind of see where we go. That's number 5, is I'm a horror movie buff. You wouldn't expect when you meet someone like me that I would be into the dark and twisty and all that kind of stuff, but that is my favorite, other than Disney. Number 6 is I'm obsessed with documentaries, especially true crime stuff. I love that. I've been watching all this stuff lately over Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and I've been watching The Act on Hulu. So documentaries, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. I also, number 7 is, I think it's number 7. Number 7 is I love to read. I read extremely fast, so it gets kind of hard to purchase books. So I signed up for the Kindle Unlimited, because for me to read a 400-page book typically takes about 4 to 5 hours. I read really fast and have a high comprehension level. So that's where the problem comes in. Number 8 is I love the beach. Not just any beaches, Florida beaches. I will live again in Florida. I was born in Florida. I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My husband, whenever he was in the Navy, he was stationed in Pensacola for a while, and I absolutely love Pensacola area. Something I want to wait till my kids are older, because I've always been told that Florida does not have the best school systems, but Florida is my favorite place. I love to go to Disney World. So being hopefully in the Orlando-ish area at some point in my life when I'm ready to retire is the end goal. And if I could ever afford a house out at Golden Oaks, that would be awesome. But that's a whole lot of money. And even if I could afford it, I don't know if I ever would, because having HOA fees of $100,000 a year is like, gut-wrenching. Let's see. Number 9 is I love to color. As an adult, I love adult coloring books. I have tons and tons of them. I like to use color pencils and pens, and I collect color pencils and pens and markers, and I have such a big art supply collection. But I do. I love, love, love to color. It is a great stress relief. That is just something I like to do, as well as stupid puzzle games, like those stupid iPhone apps like Candy Crush and stuff like that. Those I will spend a lot of my free time just sitting there doing, like when I'm watching TV, because I feel like it kind of helps keep your brain going. I mean, when I was a kid, Tetris was like my favorite video game. I could spend hours upon hours playing that. Because I'm not, my husband is a video gamer. He's a gamer. My kids are gamers. I am not much of a gamer. When we buy a video game for me, there are certain types of things, rules we have to apply for it. One, if it is, I love the old style Final Fantasy. The new ones have kind of perturbed me, but I like turn-based role-playing games where you can think through your moves and you don't have to sit there and be a button masher. And I also like games like Sonic and Mario and things like that, where I guess it's more of a kiddie style game. I am not a first person shooter. You should see me try to play a first person shooter. It is hilarious because I don't have the hand-eye coordination to walk and look around with the controller. It is bad, like so absolutely horrendous. I mean, it's comical to watch. What else? Number 10. Probably number 10 of my favorite things is YouTube. Like actually posting videos and making content. I never thought I would actually enjoy it as much as I do, but I enjoy getting to know my subscribers, and I love watching certain people on YouTube. I am, as I said, a big makeup junkie, so I watch a lot of makeup tutorials and makeup reviews, because like this year I am on a no buy, which I already broke for the Disney Villain collection, but I really haven't broke it since then, because unless it's something that absolutely appeals to me, I've spent so much money on it, I don't want to keep spending money on it and then just giving it away, if that makes sense. But YouTube is just this awesome community, especially whenever you have a relationship with the people who, if you have an account where you're posting videos and you start to build relationships with people who comment on your video and you start to get to know those people, it's really, really cool. Like, I never expected the type of growth and things like that I've had, especially on my main channel. But like the people that I know from there, it's just a wonderful, wonderful, supportive community. But I guess that's my list of favorite things. It's kind of weird, kind of random, but I figured it's a way for y'all to get to know me a little bit more, because, you know, sharing is caring, and talking about yourself seems kind of odd, but you know, I get people who ask me questions, so sharing the things that I am loving are, I think, important. But I guess that's it for today's video. So don't forget to check me out on all my social medias, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want more in-depth Cricut Silhouette Brother scan and cut tutorials, check out my main channel if you're not subscribed already, which is Cuttin Corners Vinyl. But I guess that's it for today. So we'll see y'all on Wednesday for my keto and CrossFit update. Now, I typically shoot those videos live on Wednesdays, and I have a doctor's appointment for my fibromyalgia. So if it doesn't go up Wednesday, it kind of depends, because it's a 2-hour drive there and then a 2-hour drive back to go see the doctor. So it depends on how long it takes if I get that video up on Wednesday. If not, I will post it on Thursday. But I guess that's it, so we'll see you on the next one. Bye.